Just along the lines of relieving pressure on your defensemen, because when Calgary's going, they tend to put a lot of pressure on them. What role do your forwards play in kind of trying to help out with that a bit?
Yeah, I think the harder we work back for our D makes us a better breakout team, makes us a better team overall. So when we talk about breaking out, it doesn't just come down to D-men. It's 5-man units, and a lot of times with Mike, it's a 6-man.
Your team is known as a nice bounce back team. You know, if you have a tough one, you bounce back really well. What would you say about your team's ability to handle success and, you know, come back after one win and to handle that success properly?
Yeah, I think I would go back to the last 3 months when we talked about taking care of the day's business, and that's where we've kind of put our focus. We steer the conversation a lot of times in terms of what our process is. And I think when you have that mindset and you're driven to become a little bit better each and every day, results take care of themselves. So whether we've had success or we didn't have success, that's the mindset that we've adopted here over the last 3 months.
So coaches are always harping about staying out of the box, especially in the playoffs. I get that. Mm-hmm. You guys have had quite a lot of success, or had some success here at 4-on-4 play. What is your message to your team about scrums and after the whistle stuff and being around the goalie after the puck's frozen? Yeah, I think for us, it's been the same message that we've had all year. We're one of the most disciplined teams in the National Hockey League. We preach scrum discipline. We have people willing to take one for their team. And, their tactics are their tactics. But for us, we're a disciplined team. And part of being disciplined is making sure you maintain scrum discipline. Does it get, I don't want to use the word easier, but your team's come home here now several times. Like, it's playing in front of this playoff crowd's not a new thing anymore, right? Mm-hmm. You've been on a playoff journey for a couple weeks here. As a coach, can you move on from a team maybe that starts the game overexcited or some of the things that might have been a problem in the first couple of games against LA? Can you get past that stuff now? Yeah, I think you're referencing the first game against LA. The second game we won 6-0 here at home. But for me, I think, we're well deep into our playoff run. And we talked about our leadership group after. We got guys who are just a few years younger than I am here on this team. And, I think they do a good job of setting the emotional level for our group, setting the work ethic level for our group, and I have no worries about our willingness to rise to the occasion.
When you look back at the starts that you've had over these first 2 games, what are you emphasizing to your team tonight about what you can do better as opposed to, just meeting that challenge that Calgary brings early on? Yeah, sure. Well, we want to score the first goal. Nobody sets out with a game plan to find themselves down early. As I said, over the last few days, you have to account that the other team does some good stuff too. So for us, it's just about making sure that we're bringing a mindset where we want to be on our toes. We don't want to dip our toe in the water and take the temperature of the game. We know what the temperature of the game is going to be, and we'll be ready. I'm excited about it.
Jay, Ryan McLeod's played very well. Is this, when you play into the playoffs, it's obviously a different story than the regular season, but as a coach, are you very appreciative of a young player that can up his game in the playoffs, and you say, okay, he's a real player now because the tempo's higher and the hitting's harder and stuff like that? Yeah. I mean, I've gotten to see Ryan McLeod since his very first professional hockey game, which happened in the second round of the playoffs in the American Hockey League that I coached the team for. So I have a very good understanding of his capabilities as a player, of his ability to rise to occasions, his ability to respond after maybe not a great performance, all that type of thing. And I'm seeing a player grow before our eyes. Like, this is a good playoff run for him. He's been an important player on our team, touches a lot of areas of the game, and we're going to need him here as we move forward. We need his legs because he's an elite skater.
Calgary's talked a lot about discipline and playing within the whistles, but you just said the word scrum discipline, and well, what do you mean by that? What does scrum discipline entail?
Well, I think if you watch the games, you see who initiates a lot of things in scrums. And for us, we go to the net hard. We play between the whistle. We keep our hands down, and the other team what the other team does. Though that's a tactic of their team. For us, we make sure that nobody's getting taken advantage of in those situations. We protect ourselves, but we're not the initiators. We go hard to the hard areas, and we keep our down, and we maintain that scrum discipline. That's what we do. Good, thanks guys.